Good morning, traders. A members video. We're going to take a quick look here from the cockpit. So we're getting a large bounce. I do think this is going to fail. It's just the matter of fact that we already hit the upper edge of the options expected move. So just on a technical basis, you know, how far can we actually go down today? A 1% day or so would be fine, but it's just not likely we're going to hit our options expected move to the lower edge, and we still have a whole nother trading day. So let's look at kind of things from the top down. We do have next week, we have we just entered the cycle lows for the daily cycle lows, so this could get really nasty next week. And I'm not saying it can't happen today and tomorrow. I did post the reactions from government shutdown and openings the day after, and then the second day. Now, in 1996, if you take a look at that, was pretty rough. You had like I don't know, not a big move in SPY, but QQQ really led the way, and I think the same thing's going to happen here, where they had 1 or 2% first day, and then the second day was 5%, and the third day was 5%. So, it's just going to throw a tantrum, and I think the thesis around it is going to be the rate cuts, that the percentages are going down, and I think the market's going to demand a rate cut, and so the only way it can do it is by ripping to the downside and scaring everybody and get those rate cuts. So anyway, we're looking at RSI. We have weakness here. Slow Stoke is heading lower, and we almost had a crossover until this bounce. So we need to see a bearish cross here on a negative candle. So I don't know if it's going to be this candle or the next. And then if we take a look at the names that are holding things up, I mean, how much further is Apple going to take this up? Meta's got a lot of space. Either this move is done, and I think it's going to close the gap. I think it has a little bit of room. Really, you just need a few names to hold the market up a little bit. But overall, with Meta, it doesn't have to be super negative for the market to go lower. It can just kind of oscillate around this area. But you have three big names that are up, along with the Dow. Now, Microsoft, you have the equilibrium. I just think it's back testing here, so it could have a little bit of room. But we also notice that it's at the 382 from this, I think, a wave 4, and then one move lower here, not too dissimilar from this type of move. That was an expanded flat. Another one. So I think it's just correcting an ABC here. We'll see. And then if I pull down, if you're looking at, we get caught in lower time frames a lot of times. So I'm pulled down from another screen here. Okay. And if we just pay attention, the only indice really that's holding up, I know that the Dow is crazy, but really it's holding on top of the 8 EMA and the 20. And I think the candle very well could hold like this for today, and we get the rest of the move tomorrow. And by rest of the move, I mean for the week. And then next week we could end up with, I think we'll end up with an inside week here. And then next week we get that move towards 650. Here's what people aren't really noticing. We're underneath that 20, and this can change. The 8 EMA, we're underneath it in tech. We're underneath it on small caps. I bet you if I put mid caps up here, we'd be underneath it. SMH underneath. And the VIX, we're holding on to that 17 and the 50-day moving average. So just keep that in mind. If these start to recover, then sure, things can go up here. And here's what we were looking at for the bullish case. Here's your bullish case where you have the inverse head and shoulder. So you're likely to get this bullish case if we're able to get over we'll call it 622, because that would make this into an ABC type pattern. Okay, and that should be corrective and a move higher. So first sign 622 on QQQ. All right, let's get this up.